Chris Butt from New Zealand in Paddock Hill Bend is second on mediums. Best lap is a 1:32.047. YH8 Racing in Brabham Straight is second. Yamashita 40 from New Zealand in Brabham Straight is third on mediums. YH8 Racing in Hawthorne Hill is P2 on mediums. Best lap is a 1:33.154. Yamashita 40 in Hawthorne Hill is third. YH8 Racing is second. Yamashita 40 in Clearways is third. MMR 333 from Canada is fourth on mediums. Chris Butt in Surtees is P2 on mediums. Yamashita 40 in Hawthorne Hill is third on mediums. Best lap is a 5:53.898. Chris Butt is second. Yamashita 40 in Clearways is third. YH8 Racing in Surtees is P1 on mediums. Best lap is a 1:32.030. Yamashita 40 from New Zealand in Surtees Bend is P3. Best lap is a 1:33.150. Chris Butt in Dingle Dell is P2. MMR 333 in Surtees is P4. The qualification session is at Brands Hatch Circuit in Foxham, Great Britain. The wind speed is 1 km/h from the northeast. MMR 333 from Canada in Paddock Hill is first on mediums. Chris Butt from New Zealand in Druids is P4 on mediums. YH8 Racing in Surtees is third on mediums. Yamashita 40 from New Zealand in Westfield is P2 on mediums. Chris Butt is P4. MMR 333 in Brabham is first. "10 minutes remaining in the session. MMR 333 is up 12.17 in Graham Hill Bend. MMR 333 is up 13.39 in Hawthorns Bend. MMR 333 is up 15.65 in Sterlings. MMR 333 improved is P1 with a 131.304. YH8 Racing in Brabham is P3. Yamashita 40 in Druids is P3 up 0.69. Yamashita 40 is up 0.63 in Pilgrim's Drop. Yamashita 40 is up 0.88 in Dingle Dell. Yamashita 40 is up 1.09 in Clark. Yamashita 40 is provisional pole with a 130.392. YH8 Racing in Clark is third. Best lap is a 133.315. 2.923 off pole. YH8 Racing improved is P3 with a 131.926. 1.534 off pole. MMR 333 in Cooper is second up 0.65. Yamashita 40 in Surtees is first up 0.32. Yamashita 40 is up 0.17 in Westfield. Yamashita 40 is up 0.38 in Clearways. Yamashita 40 is provisional pole with a 129.962. Yamashita 40 is up 0.31 in Druids Bend. Yamashita 40 is up 0.03 in Pilgrims. 5 minutes remaining in the session. YH8 Racing is third up 0.11. Best lap is a 131.926. 1.964 off pole. YH8 Racing is up 0.46 in Westfield. YH8 Racing is up 0.08 in Clearways. YH8 Racing improved is third with a 131.894. 1.932 off pole. MMR 333 in Cooper Straight is P2 up 0.10. YH8 Racing in Surtees is third up 0.13 on mediums. MMR 333 is P2 up 0.15. YH8 Racing in Hawthorns Bend is P3 up 0.11. MMR 333 in Sterling's is second up 0.12. MMR 333 improved is P2 with a 129.989. 0.027 off pole. Yamashita 40 in Druids Bend is first. YH8 Racing in Druids is third up 0.11. Chris Butt in Dingledale is P4. Best lap is a 132.376. 2.414 off pole. YH8 Racing is third up 0.11. Yamashita 40 in Druids Bend is P1 up 0.14 on mediums. YH8 Racing in Druids is P3. Best lap is a 131.894. 1.932 off pole. Jason Short from New Zealand is fifth on mediums. The qualifying session is now in overtime. Yamashita 40 is P1. Best lap is a 129.962. Chris Butt from New Zealand in Clearways is fourth. Broadcast Bot is 20th on mediums. The race session is at Brands Hatch Circuit in Foxham, Great Britain. The wind speed is 1 km/h from the northeast. Yamashita 40 is first. MMR 333 from Canada is P2 on mediums. YH8 Racing is third on mediums. Chris Butt from New Zealand is fourth on mediums. Jason Short from New Zealand is P5 on mediums. Yamashita 40 from New Zealand is P1 on mediums. "20 minutes remaining in the session. Race start. YH8 Racing in Brabham is P2. Chris Butt in Druids is third. YH8 Racing in Cooper is P2. Jason Short in Hawthorne Hill is fourth. Chris Butt in Dingledale is P4. MMR 333 in Clearways is fifth. Chris Butt in Brabham Straight is fifth, battling MMR 333. Jason Short from New Zealand in Cooper Straight is P3, 1.2 behind YH8 Racing. Chris Butt in Surtees is fifth. Best lap is a 1:45.161. 8.692 off the fastest lap. Jason Short in Westfield is P3, 0.5 behind YH8 Racing. Jason Short passed YH8 Racing for second. YH8 Racing in Sterling's Bend is P3, 0.5 behind Jason Short. Chris Butt in Clearways is fifth. MMR 333 in Halewoods is P4 on mediums, 0.9 behind YH8 Racing. MMR 333 was 2.1 faster last lap. MMR 333 passed YH8 Racing for third. YH8 Racing in Cooper is P4, 1.3 behind MMR 333. Jason Short is P2, 3.9 behind Yamashita 40. YH8 Racing in Sheen Curve is fourth. Best lap is a 1:33.659. 2.912 off the fastest lap. Jason Short from New Zealand in Brabham is P2, 4.1 behind Yamashita 40. "15 minutes remaining in the session. YH8 Racing in Druids Bend is P4, 2.2 behind MMR 333. Jason Short in Hawthorne Hill is P2. Best lap is a 1:30.747. 0.302 off the fastest lap. YH8 Racing is P4, 2.8 behind MMR 333. Jason Short is P2, 4.4 behind Yamashita 40. Jason Short lost P2 to MMR 333. YH8 Racing is P4, 1.7 behind Jason Short. YH8 Racing was 3.5 faster last lap. Jason Short is third, 1.2 ahead of YH8 Racing. YH8 Racing in Hawthorne Hill is P4. Best lap is a 1:32.052. 1.607 off the fastest lap. Jason Short in Sheen Curve is third, 2.2 behind MMR 333. Chris Butt is fifth. Jason Short in Druids Bend is third, 2.0 behind MMR 333. Chris Butt in Druids is fifth. Best lap is a 1:32.895. 2.450 off the fastest lap. Jason Short on lap 6 is third, 2.0 behind MMR 333. MMR 333 is second, 2.1 ahead of Jason Short. Jason Short on lap 7 is third, 1.9 behind MMR 333. MMR 333 in Cooper Straight is second, 1.9 ahead of Jason Short. "10 minutes remaining in the session. Jason Short in Hawthorne Hill is P3. Best lap is a 1:30.722. 0.375 off the fastest lap. MMR 333 in Sheen Curve is P2 on mediums, 1.4 ahead of Jason Short. Jason Short in Clark is third, 1.4 behind MMR 333. Chris Butt is P5. Jason Short from New Zealand in Surtees is P3, 1.9 behind MMR 333. MMR 333 is P2, 1.9 ahead of Jason Short. Jason Short from New Zealand is third, 2.1 behind MMR 333. Chris Butt in Dingle Dell is P5. Jason Short in Graham Hill is third, 2.0 behind MMR 333. Chris Butt is fifth on mediums, 2.5 behind YH8 Racing. Jason Short from New Zealand is P3, 1.8 behind MMR 333. YH8 Racing in Hawthorne's Bend is P5, 2.2 behind Chris Butt. Jason Short in Druids on lap 10 is third, 1.3 behind MMR 333. YH8 Racing in Clark is P5, 0.6 behind Chris Butt. Chris Butt was 5.9 faster last lap. Jason Short in Hawthorne Hill is third. Best lap is a 1:29.768. Chris Butt in Graham Hill is fifth, 0.3 behind YH8 Racing. 5 minutes remaining in the session. Jason Short is P3, 0.7 behind MMR 333. Chris Butt in Hawthorns Bend is 5th, 0.8 behind YH8 Racing. Chris Butt was 4.2 faster last lap. Jason Short in Druids Bend is P3, 0.5 behind MMR 333. Chris Butt in Clearways is 5th, 0.7 behind YH8 Racing. Jason Short from New Zealand in Hawthorn Hill is 3rd, 0.1 behind MMR 333. Jason Short was 0.8 faster last lap. Chris Butt in Druids on lap 11 is 5th, 0.7 behind YH8 Racing. Jason Short in Clearways is P3 on mediums, 1.4 behind MMR 333. Chris Butt in Westfield is P5 on mediums, 1.3 behind YH8 Racing. Jason Short in Cooper is 3rd. Best lap is a 1:29.436. Chris Butt in Paddock Hill is 5th, 1.9 behind YH8 Racing. Jason Short is P3, 2.0 behind MMR 333. Chris Butt in Hawthorn Hill is P5, 1.3 behind YH8 Racing. YH8 Racing was 1.0 faster last lap. MMR 333 is P2, 1.8 behind Yamashita 40. Chris Butt in Clark Curve is P5, 1.4 behind YH8 Racing. MMR 333 in Westfield is 2nd on mediums, 2.1 behind Yamashita 40. MMR 333 was 4.4 faster last lap. Chris Butt in Cooper Straight is 5th, 0.7 behind YH8 Racing. MMR 333 is P2, 1.5 behind Yamashita 40. Chris Butt in Dingledale is 5th, 1.0 behind YH8 Racing. MMR 333 is P2, 1.7 behind Yamashita 40. Chris Butt in Paddock Hill on lap 14 is 5th, 0.8 behind YH8 Racing. MMR 333 in Sterling's on lap 14 is 2nd, 1.4 behind Yamashita 40. The leader has just finished the race. Yamashita 40 finished first. MMR 333 finished P2. Jason Short finished P3. Chris Butt is P4. YH8 Racing is 4th. YH8 Racing finished 4th. Chris Butt finished P5. Broadcast bot is P6. The race session is at Brands Hatch Circuit in Foxham, Great Britain. The wind speed is 1 km/h from the northeast. Chris Butt is P1. YH8 Racing is P2 on mediums. Jason Short from New Zealand is P3 on mediums. MMR 333 from Canada is 4th on mediums. Yamashita 40 from New Zealand is 5th on mediums. Chris Butt from New Zealand is P1 on mediums. 20 minutes remaining in the session. Race start. YH8 Racing is P2. YH8 Racing passed Chris Butt for P1. Chris Butt in Druids Bend is P2. MMR 333 in Cooper Strait is P3. MMR 333 is now P2. Jason Short is P3. Chris Butt is 4th. Yamashita 40 is 5th. Chris Butt in Clark Curve is P4. Chris Butt lost 4th to Yamashita 40. Jason Short in Halewoods is 3rd, 0.9 behind MMR 333. MMR 333 in Cooper Strait is 2nd. Best lap is a 1:39.604. 1.497 off the fastest lap. Jason Short in Hawthorne Hill is 3rd. Best lap is a 1:40.600. 2.493 off the fastest lap. MMR 333 in Westfield is 2nd. MMR 333 lost 2nd to Jason Short. Yamashita 40 is 4th, 0.2 behind MMR 333. Yamashita 40 passed MMR 333 for 3rd. Jason Short in Paddock Hill is 2nd, 1.0 behind YH8 Racing. MMR 333 is 4th on mediums, 1.4 behind Yamashita 40. Jason Short is P2. Best lap is a 1:31.292. 0.276 off the fastest lap. Jason Short passed YH8 Racing for P1. YH8 Racing is P2, 0.1 behind Jason Short. Yamashita 40 is P3. Best lap is a 1:31.016. YH8 Racing in Brabham Strait is 2nd, 0.7 ahead of Yamashita 40. 15 minutes remaining in the session. Yamashita 40 in Druids on lap 4 is third, 0.3 behind YH8 Racing. Yamashita 40 was 3.0 faster last lap. Yamashita 40 is now second. MMR 333 in Surtees is third, 0.6 behind Yamashita 40. Chris Butt in Pilgrims is P5, 0.5 behind YH8 Racing. MMR 333 in Dingledale is P3, 0.7 behind Yamashita 40. Yamashita 40 was 1.2 faster last lap. Chris Butt is 5th, 1.6 behind YH8 Racing. MMR 333 in Paddock Hill Bend is third on mediums, 0.8 behind Yamashita 40. Chris Butt in Halewoods Hill is 5th, 0.7 behind YH8 Racing. MMR 333 is P3, 0.8 behind Yamashita 40. Chris Butt in Pilgrims Drop is 5th, 0.9 behind YH8 Racing. MMR 333 is P3, 0.8 behind Yamashita 40. MMR 333 was 1.4 faster last lap. Chris Butt is 5th, 1.6 behind YH8 Racing. MMR 333 is third. Best lap is a 1:30.362. 0.660 off the fastest lap. Chris Butt in Druids is P5, 1.0 behind YH8 Racing. Yamashita 40 in Hawthorne Hill is P2, 0.7 behind Jason Short. MMR 333 in Westfield Bend is P3, 0.8 behind Yamashita 40. Yamashita 40 is second, 0.5 behind Jason Short. MMR 333 in Brabham is P3, 1.5 behind Yamashita 40. Yamashita 40 on lap 7 is P2, 0.5 behind Jason Short. MMR 333 in Surtees is third, 1.0 behind Yamashita 40. 10 minutes remaining in the session. Yamashita 40 in hot orange bend is second on mediums, 0.9 behind Jason Short. MMR 333 from Canada is P3, 1.8 behind Yamashita 40. Yamashita 40 in Clark is P2, 0.4 behind Jason Short. Yamashita 40 was 4.8 faster last lap. MMR 333 is third, 1.4 behind Yamashita 40. Yamashita 40 was 0.6 faster last lap. Yamashita 40 in Cooper Straight is second. Best lap is a 1:30.224. 0.522 off the fastest lap. MMR 333 in Hot Orange Bend is P3 on mediums, 1.1 behind Yamashita 40. Yamashita 40 in Sterling's Bend is second, 1.0 behind Jason Short. MMR 333 in Clark is third. Yamashita 40 is P2 on mediums, 1.7 behind Jason Short. Chris Butt is P5, 4.4 behind YH8 Racing. Yamashita 40 is second, 1.4 behind Jason Short. Chris Butt in Hot Orange Bend on lap 9 is fifth. Yamashita 40 in Halewoods is second, 2.6 behind Jason Short. Chris Butt in Brabham Straight is P5. Yamashita 40 in Hot Orange Bend is second. Best lap is a 1:30.149. 1.052 off the fastest lap. Chris Butt is 5th. 5 minutes remaining in the session. Yamashita 40 in Brabham is P2, 3.1 behind Jason Short. MMR 333 in Halewoods Hill is P3. Yamashita 40 in Pilgrims is 2nd on mediums, 3.9 behind Jason Short. Chris Butt is P5. Yamashita 40 in Clearways is 2nd, 3.8 behind Jason Short. Chris Butt in Dingledale is P5 on mediums. Yamashita 40 in Cooper Strait is 2nd, 5.0 behind Jason Short. Jason Short was 1.0 faster last lap. Chris Butt in Druids Bend is 5th on mediums, 4.7 behind YH8 Racing. Yamashita 40 in Sheen Curve is 2nd. MMR 333 in Clearways is 3rd. Chris Butt in Sterling's Bend is 5th. MMR 333 in Cooper Strait is P3. Chris Butt from New Zealand in Druids is P5, 3.0 behind YH8 Racing. MMR 333 is 3rd. Chris Butt in Westfield Bend is 5th on mediums, 3.4 behind YH8 Racing. MMR 333 in Druids is 3rd. Chris Butt in Paddock Hill is P5, 3.4 behind YH8 Racing. MMR 333 in Westfield is 3rd. The leader has just finished the race. Jason Short finished 1st. Yamashita 40 finished 2nd. MMR 333 finished P3. YH8 Racing is 4th. YH8 Racing finished P4. Chris Butt finished P5. Broadcast bot is P6. Announcer bot is active. Chris Butt from New Zealand in Brabham Strait is P1. MMR 333 from Canada in Brabham Strait is second. Chris Butt is first. MMR 333 in Druids Bend is P2. Chris Butt in Surtees Bend is P1. YH8 Racing in Cooper Strait is P3. Chris Butt in Clark Curve is first. YH8 Racing is P3. Chris Butt in Druids Bend is P2. MMR 333 is P3. Chris Butt is first. Five minutes remaining in the session. YH8 Racing in Brabham Strait is first. Chris Butt in Brabham Strait is first. YH8 Racing in Cooper Strait is P1. MMR 333 in Cooper Strait is second. YH8 Racing in Brabham Strait is first. Chris Butt in McLaren Bend is P2. MMR 333 in Brabham Straight is P1. Chris Butt is P2. YH8 Racing in Cooper Straight is first. Yamashita 40 from New Zealand in Graham Hill Bend is P4. MMR 333 in Paddock Hill Bend is P4. Yamashita 40 in Paddock Hill Bend is first. Best lap is a 8:26.903. MMR 333 in McLaren Bend is P3. Yamashita 40 in McLaren Bend is P1. MMR 333 in Druids Bend is second. YH8 Racing in Graham Hill Bend is P3. MMR 333 is P2. Chris Butt is fourth. Broadcast Bot is P20. The qualification session is at Brands Hatch Circuit in Foxham, Great Britain. The wind speed is 3 km/h from the northeast. Chris Butt from New Zealand in Paddock Hill Bend is P1. YH8 Racing in Druids Bend is third. Chris Butt in Cooper Straight is P2. YH8 Racing in Brabham Straight is first. YH8 Racing is up 18.89 in Halewoods Hill. YH8 Racing is up 17.91 in Cooper Straight. YH8 Racing is up 17.80 in Clark Curve. YH8 Racing is up 1.76 in Druids Bend. MMR 333 from Canada in Druids Bend is P3 up 0.36. Yamashita 40 from New Zealand in Brabham Straight is P1. Best lap is a 1:03.049. Chris Butt is fourth. YH8 Racing in Paddock Hill Bend is P2 up 0.94. YH8 Racing is up 2.68 in Cooper Straight. YH8 Racing is up 1.91 in Clark Curve. Five minutes remaining in the session. YH8 Racing is up 0.25 in Druids Bend. Yamashita 40 in Graham Hill Bend is first up 0.27. Yamashita 40 is up 0.49 in Clark Curve. Yamashita 40 is provisional pole with a 1:02.262. YH8 Racing in Brabham Straight is P2. YH8 Racing improved his P2 with a 102.894. 0.632 off pole. MMR333 is provisional pole with a 101.134. Yamashita 40 is second. Yamashita 40 is up 0.58 in Graham Hill Bend. YH8 Racing in Brabham Straight is third. Best lap is a 102.894. 1.760 off pole. Yamashita 40 from New Zealand in Paddock Hill Bend is P2. Yamashita 40 is up 0.36 in Cooper Straight. MMR 333 in Cooper Straight is first up 0.21. YH8 Racing is third up 0.59. YH8 Racing improved his P3 with a 102.380. 1.246 off pole. MMR 333 is provisional pole with a 100.431. MMR 333 in Halewoods Hill is first up 0.17. YH8 Racing in Cooper Straight is P3 up 0.10. YH8 Racing is up 0.86 in Brabham Straight. YH8 Racing improved his second with a 101.502. 1.071 off pole. MMR 333 in Druids Bend is first. Best lap is a 100.431. MMR 333 is up 0.16 in Graham Hill Bend. MMR 333 is up 0.45 in Clark Curve. The qualifying session is now in overtime. MMR 333 is provisional pole with a 059.983. Yamashita 40 from New Zealand in Brabham Straight is P3 up 0.33. Yamashita 40 improved his third with a 101.920. 1.937 off pole. Broadcast bot is 20th. The race session is at Brands Hatch Circuit in Foxham, Great Britain. The wind speed is 1 km/h from the northeast. MMR 333 is first. YH8 Racing is P2. Yamashita 40 from New Zealand is third. MMR 333 from Canada is P1. Race start. YH8 Racing in Brabham Straight is P3. YH8 Racing passed Yamashita 40 for second. Yamashita 40 in Halewoods Hill is P3. YH8 Racing is second. YH8 Racing is now first. Yamashita 40 in McLaren Bend is P2. MMR 333 is P3. Yamashita 40 in Druids Bend on lap 2 is second, 0.7 behind YH8 Racing. MMR 333 is P3. YH8 Racing in Clark Curve is second. Best lap is a 1:09.586. MMR 333 in Brabham Straight is P3. YH8 Racing in Cooper Straight is second, 1.0 behind Yamashita 40. Yamashita 40 is first. The leader has just finished the race. Yamashita 40 finished P1. YH8 Racing finished second. MMR 333 is third. MMR 333 finished P3. Broadcast bot is fourth. The race session is at Brands Hatch Circuit in Foxham, Great Britain. MMR 333 from Canada is P1. YH8 Racing is P2. Yamashita 40 from New Zealand is P3. MMR 333 is P1. Race start. Yamashita 40 in Brabham Straight is P2. Yamashita 40 lost P2 to YH8 Racing. YH8 Racing in Halewoods Hill is second. Yamashita 40 in Graham Hill Bend is third. YH8 Racing is P2. Yamashita 40 in Brabham Straight is P3. YH8 Racing in Druids Bend is P2, 0.7 behind MMR 333. YH8 Racing passed MMR 333 for P1. MMR 333 in Surtees Bend is P2, 1.4 behind YH8 Racing. Yamashita 40 in Clark Curve is P3. MMR 333 in Halewoods Hill is second, 0.6 behind YH8 Racing. Yamashita 40 in Graham Hill Bend on lap 3 is P3. YH8 Racing is P1. MMR 333 in McLaren Bend on lap 3 is P1 battling YH8 Racing. The leader has just finished the race. MMR 333 finished first. YH8 Racing finished second. Yamashita 40 finished P3.